I'm just going to leave this here and let you bask in the good news. I will point out that this is not from Wizards of the Coast. As far as I can tell, Wizards of the Coast has no connection to this whatsoever, which means Margaret and Tracy will have complete control over this. It's got an introduction from Joe Manganiello, which is exciting because I think we know he doesn't want to have a lot to do, if anything to do with D&D anymore, at least Wizards of the Coast after they screwed him over. So this is the Dragonlance project we know he'd been working on for a while. And it's very exciting to see Margaret and Tracy regaining control of the first 3 books. If you've been living under a rock somewhere on a small island in Greenland, you might not know how big and important Dragonlance was to the tabletop role-playing game fantasy community in the 80s, 90s. But yeah, it was huge. It was huge. And it's still huge. The influence of Dragonlance is still felt till today. It's you know, was it the Game of Thrones of my decade? Maybe. It was definitely the Lord of the Rings of my decade. It was huge. And it's very exciting to see that they're able to release the first 3 books in this omnibus, finally get that introduction from Joe. So yeah, that's good news. So let's just bask in some good news that if you're a Dragonlance fan, this will be available next year. And as far as I can tell, no connection to Wizards of the Coast whatsoever. I'm not sure what the definition of the relationship between Margaret and Tracy and Wizards of the Coast is anymore, how much of the rights Wizards still has, how much Tracy and Margaret got back. I don't know. I assume Joe and Tracy and Margaret know. But we do know that Margaret, at least, is no longer a fan of Wizards of the Coast. 100% has made it very clear how disgusted she is about Wizards of the Coast and how they've treated her and the legacy. 80% sure that Joe Manganiello wants nothing to do with Wizards of the Coast anymore. Tracy Hickman has been relatively quiet, but I have a feeling that he's probably also like, I don't want to have anything to do with you guys anymore. So it's very exciting to see this come out through Penguin Random House, available on your shelves at your bookstore / Amazon / what? I mean, there's a physical place you can walk in and there's just books? Nah, that doesn't exist. Yeah, so just good news. Let's just bask in this for a second, that there's at least some good news if you're a Dragonlance fan. Let's just float in the center of the deep end on this lovely warm summer day and just enjoy this news. Just something nice for us for a change.